very warm welcome to you, and thank you so much for joining us in this program brought to you by Shelter Incorporated. And today we'll be taking a closer look at one of Shelter Incorporated's other essential vehicles, Etosha Gardens and Etosha Memorial Park. Joining me in studio today to unpack a bit more about the service offering at Etosha Gardens and Memorial Park is Mr. Sydney Chakuchichi. Mr. Chakuchichi, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Thank you so much. Greetings to you, Farai. Greetings to you, our viewers.
Indeed. Maybe you can just give us a holistic appreciation of the service offering that comes with Etosha Gardens and then Etosha Memorial Park.
Okay, that's brilliant. Let me recap about Etosha. I just feel I must tell the public where exactly are we located. We are located exactly a kilometer from the highway. This is the Harare-Mutare Highway. The road is accessible right through to the estate. Then as you get into the estate, we have got two sections. We have got Etosha Gardens, which was the first to be launched. Then we now have the Etosha Memorial Park. So I'll start with the gardens. We have got several sections there. We've got a section for infants. I'm not going to dwell much on that. We just need to have it available. But we've got other sections for the public. I will talk about Moacha section, which is our entry point. And it's a grave which is basic, but it's actually different from other cemeteries. It actually offers much more than what the other cemeteries are offering. We actually bring it up to casket level.
Right.
And after 6 months, we destroy the mound. Then we build a cement brick border. Then we put granite stones. The whole idea is to make sure that where we have interred our dearly departed, the place continues to look decent. Right. Then we've got Donodzo, which is built up to the surface with granite bricks, and we'll do the same process after 6 months. Instead of bordering it with cement bricks, we use face brick. Instead of putting granite stones, we put marble stones. Wow. It looks even better. Wow. And to go with the Donozo section, we also have a family section, which is the same structure as the Donozo grave, but it allows families to have their own community of 4, 6, or 10. Or you can even have a combination of 4 and 10 to make them 14, depending on how large the family is.
Right.
And you all know that the issue of family, the family fabric is very, very important. People want to be able to visit Churu, Chekwagwaze, it will have nice hedge around it. Then the lawn section, this one was actually launched after all these other products had been launched. Right. The lawn section there will be no tombstone. By the way, the 3 products that I mentioned, the tombstone can actually be installed after 3 years because we want the ground to settle so that the grave does not collapse in. So lawn section, there is no tombstone, but it's just the headstone, so it will be lawn through and through. And by the way, Etosha believes in the environment. We want to be green all the time.
Right.
So that's as far as the gardens is concerned. Then we go to the Memorial Park. The 2 products that are available at the moment, we've got Munyaradzi and we've got Wonde. Munyaradzi, we build it from the ground. First brick, just like a home. And we use granite slabs and a granite ledger. And then Wonde, it's all granite. We actually do granite cladding from the ground to the surface.
Right.
And then we put a granite ledger on top. The public must know that these 2 products are quite exciting to the public, especially those in the diaspora, because they have to take a bit of time to travel if their dearly departed has left us for the burial. They have to go back and probably come back maybe a year later or 2 years later for the memorial service or tombstone unveiling. But with these 2 products, when you bury, on the day of burial, you can actually do your tombstone unveiling with the granite ledger. You can also include the inscriptions. So it's an all-in-one concept.
Right.
and it actually cuts out the traveling expenses or the traveling time. Very, very popular with people in the diaspora, as well as the local public, because people don't have time to focus on one thing. They have other things that they want to focus on.
Right.
So we are saving the public a lot of time with these kind of products.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess maybe in closing, you could just highlight to us how the public can be able to take advantage of accessing some of the service offerings at Etosha Gardens at Etosha Memorial Park.
We actually building a very strong social media initiative where we want the public to be able to see all these products and be able to understand all the offerings. And we do a lot of road shows. We also do a lot of site visits for those that are interested. We are engaging even the funeral parlors. We take them to the estate so that they can see for themselves, because they are in touch with their policy holders, so that they can explain to the policy holders what sort of products we have. By the way, besides the infant section, all our graves are bunker graves. It means you can actually bury more than one person. We are not saying we can bury them at the same time. This can happen maybe 30 or 50 years later, but this is in addressing the issue regarding burial space, which is diminishing, and over the years people will travel kilometers to actually find a cemetery which is decent. So we have already taken up that initiative, and it's a solution to the public. They will need that second burial at some time to come.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. On that note, we definitely do look forward to speaking to you and hearing a bit more on some of the developments at Etosha Gardens.
Certainly.
That's it. We do implore you to keep sending us your questions, comments, and your contributions during the course of the program, as we always do appreciate hearing from you. That's it for now. Pleasant week.